Hello everyone and welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria. This is your weekly reading for March 25th through the 31st of 2024. We are having a look at the big energy this week. Of course, the major astrological event this week will be the lunar eclipse in the sign of Libra to kick off your week on the 25th. However, you are likely already feeling a lot of this energy. You've probably been feeling it for a couple of weeks. We've been talking about it. And as we head into April, it's not going to get any less intense. So it's going to be really important all throughout the rest of the month and through the month of April to take a step back, to slow things down a little bit, to ground your energy, to meditate, stay in your own lane, not get involved with things that maybe don't involve you, maybe avoid some drama, all of this kind of stuff. We have enjoyed the last few months. We've enjoyed almost every single planet being direct, which has given us a little bit of forward momentum. But as of right now, we do have Mercury in shadow. So Mercury is preparing to go into retrograde, and that occurs on April 1st. So right at the end of your week here, and it is in the sign of Aries. So this can be a little bit of fireworks going on in this particular retrograde. So not any doom and gloom or anything like that, but just be aware that there may be things happening internally within you, externally in your environment with other people, and you might actually be an observer of sorts. All right. So if it doesn't involve you, maybe resist the urge to get involved in something because it can very likely get out of hand, or your good intentions may be misconstrued in some way, and someone may assume that you're trying to do something or say something that you're not, and you're just trying to be helpful. So just be a little bit aware of all of this energy. We are heading into April after this week, and so this eclipse energy, this momentum will carry us forward, and April is a very challenging month, at least astrologically. A lot of weird things going on, a lot of things that we haven't seen for a long time. We also have something exciting, though, coming up for you guys as well. But as for this week, we do have this full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Libra, really highlighting relationships and perhaps changes within them. Friendships, romantic, business partnerships, the relationship you have with yourself, your family, your children, your pets. So relationships of all kind, highlighting in Libra energy, balance and harmony, and perhaps some legal matters as well. So we can have things being resolved because there's a healing element. We can have things breaking apart because it's eclipse energy and it is a full moon, so it does tend to be emotional. Or we can have sudden surprising events where something all of a sudden clicks into place. Of course, the energy doesn't just last for one day. It does, it may happen, something interesting may happen on the day of the eclipse, but it's likely to be before and after in the next couple of weeks or so, because we are heading into a new moon solar eclipse in the sign of Aries, and this is a total solar eclipse. A lot of people are very excited about it, especially if you're in the path of totality, which actually isn't a lot of people realistically. So have a look at those maps, and if you are in that path, take some time out to go see it. But let's focus on this week here, folks. I did give you a little bit of a run up to it because you are going to be feeling some of this energy somewhere around you. It is inevitable. So just keep that in mind as you navigate through your week. But we are going to do a choose your deck reading here for you guys again. We have deck number 1 over here is the Dreaming Way Tarot, and we've got a lovely amethyst on that one. We've got the 5 cent tarot here in the middle, and we've got a clear quartz pyramid on that. And then we have the Sufi tarot over here as deck number 3, and that is an even bigger clear quartz crystal pyramid on there. So whether you're drawn to the back of the cards, whether you're drawn to the number 1, 2, or 3, or perhaps you are drawn to the crystal on one of those, take a second to click and connect with your intuition. Where are you drawn to? If you find yourself drawn to more than one deck, there's likely more than one message in here for you for this week. So even if it's all 3, there's probably a little tidbit in there for you. But I will leave all of the timestamps in the description and in the comment section down below to help you navigate that a little bit easier. And if you do enjoy your reading, if you do enjoy the energy, please do take a moment. The best way you can help support my channel, free for you, is to hit that subscribe button and hit that like button there as well. If you leave me a comment of some kind, what deck did you choose? How is the eclipse energy playing out for you? What are you anticipating, or what is your intuition telling you in this energy? Drop me a comment down below. All of that does help the channel and help with the views. It's not why I do this. Obviously, I've been doing it for a few years now, but it's not why I do it, but it certainly can be a little bit of a kind of pat on the back for my efforts. So I truly do thank you for that. But let's get right into your readings. I do apologize in advance. I have been struck down with a little bit of a cold, so my voice isn't probably what it normally is. I don't know. Someone told me yesterday that I sound like Kathleen Turner, the older version. I'm like, oh, thank you. So actually, she's fabulous. So I actually take that as a compliment. But anyway, so I thank you guys for watching. Let's get right into it. We're going to start with the Dreaming Way Tarot, deck number 1. Hello, everyone who chose deck number 1. We are going to start off for you guys with the Dreaming Way Tarot. However, since we are starting the week off with a lunar eclipse, this full moon energy, I'm going to grab a Moonology message card for you guys and see what the moon is trying to highlight for you or tell you from a higher level, higher perspective. And we have the moon's moment energy, synchronicity. So pay attention this week. Keep an open heart, keep an open mind. You might be seeing all kinds of signs, symbols, synchronicities. Things may be lining up for you, or you're being shown the path, shown the way. It can be an open door. Perhaps it's something you need to find closure with, something that you need to resolve in your life. Perhaps it's something a little bit more mystical for you. A little bit of spiritual messages might be coming in for you. Pay attention to your dreams, repeating numbers, clouds in the sky, songs in the radio, you name it, because things are lining up for you and you're being shown the path, you're being shown the way. Great time, especially as we start off your week, great opportunity for you to take a step back for a few minutes, maybe do a little bit of meditation, connect with your own energy, quiet your conscious mind, connect with the moon energy, because eclipses do bring in a little bit of unpredictable energy. They can bring in some high intensity. Basically, anything goes. When we have eclipses, we've got fated events that come in. And fated events can be just something where the wheels have already been set in motion, something that is meant to happen on your path. So, but you don't always necessarily know 100% what that might be. So keep an open heart, keep an open mind. But when we have the synchronicity energy, it's also about timing. Things are lining up for you. The universe is maneuvering people, places, events, and time for you, for something that is meant for you, something that is meant to happen or come in for you. And you need to keep that connection with this energy, keep that flow of energy going for you, and accept whatever is going on. Recognize the need for action when you need to take it, but also just recognize that there may be a series of events going on, and you might find yourself, for example, in the right place at the right time. Some of you might need to be a little bit patient, right? Because whenever we have the clock face there, this can represent that the time is now. It can represent that patience is necessary because you can't control the timing of everything. Whatever that message is for you, go with the flow, embrace change, seize an opportunity when you're meant to, and just really connect with this energy. But I think there is a little bit of magic in the air for you in some way. If something catches your eye, and you may try and talk yourself out of the message by saying, oh, it's just a coincidence. Do you believe in coincidences, or do you believe that everything happens for a reason? Investigate the energy, investigate the sign when you see it. We have the 9 of Wands here for you, the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the 2 of Swords. So this can represent that you may be starting out the week a little bit tired, a little bit run down. We've got the Queen of Swords at the back of the deck here, and the Queen of Swords can bring clarity and conviction, can bring clear, decisive energy, can also be where you do connect with your inner wisdom and your intuition. The Queen of Swords can represent that there's something that may be going on behind the scenes, and you might end up having an important conversation. Could be something that is a little bit surprising, something that you maybe didn't quite expect, or maybe something that you were hoping for but you weren't sure about. So it could be some very important conversation. You might need to make some important decision this week. And the Queen of Swords reminds you that you have the wisdom and the knowledge internally to make the right choices, the right decisions for you, because we do have a Two of Swords showing up here for you. And the Two of Swords can represent an important decision, trying to choose something, but it can represent a little bit of confusion. It can also represent the need to go within. Trust yourself and trust your intuition to make the right decision for yourself. It's one where we kind of shut out the outside world a little bit because we've got to figure something out on our own. And with the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck there, this is showing you that ultimately you already know. You know what the answer is. You know what the decision is for you. You can see things clearly, so we need to kind of quiet our conscious mind there and really just connect with our energy to make the best choices there. But you do have the Nine of Wands, so this can certainly be an energy where you might start out your week feeling a little bit tired. That is the full moon day. That's the lunar eclipse energy, so you might be having some interesting dreams, but you could just be feeling a little bit weary. So make sure you do take care of your energy, your physical self, your emotional self, your spiritual self, right? Because this can represent, some tiredness, feeling like you're drained. But the Nine of Wands is also known as the wounded warrior, and we do have with this eclipse, we do have a healing element that's coming in. So this could show that there could be some wounds coming to the surface, something that you're addressing, but with the 9, you're dealing with it. You're recognizing it. You're clearing it out. You're figuring out, how can I move forward? Do I need to put up boundaries? We do have a Queen of Swords showing up here, and coupled with the 9 of Wands can show some very important boundaries that are necessary somewhere in your world. And we all know that we should put up boundaries. We all know it, right? But we don't always do it. Or we do it and then we kind of don't carry through and follow through with it, right? So this can be an opportunity for you with this energy to really recognize and understand maybe where you have not put up boundaries, or where someone is overstepping them. Remember, it's very relationshipy in this full moon energy with this Libran influence. But the 9 of Wands does show a reminder here to ground and protect your energy, take care of your physical body. And, if you can take it easy at the beginning of the week, try and find an opportunity to do that. But this could mean you're at the end of the road on something with the 9 of Wands. Nines are about completion, wrapping things up. And we do have the Knight of Pentacles. So this could be you knowing and having a clear sense of direction where you want to move forward. The Knight of Pentacles, all the knights are on a mission, they're on a quest. And the Knight of Pentacles, it's like, I'm going to be very patient, I'm going to be very detail-oriented, but I'm also going to be moving forward, taking things one day at a time, but taking action nonetheless to achieve my goals and my dreams. So if you've been feeling a little bit lackluster, then this is where you may find yourself taking a little bit more action. The Knight of Pentacles can also represent that by paying attention to some details, you get the information that you need. So this can be some information that you discover or that is coming your way. With the Knight of Pentacles, it can quite often come with the energy of someone offering you something, offering you a gift, offering you some knowledge or an opportunity. Maybe it's an invitation. You might discover something yourself, or this can be something that you've attracted in. And of course, right around the time of this full moon, we also do have Saturn and Jupiter getting together in or Saturn and Venus, getting together in a positive way. And Venus can bring you some resources that you need. It can bring you a new beginning, a fresh start. It can bring in some creative energy, and it can also bring in some possibilities for you, right? It can also be a time of harvest. So you might be receiving something or embarking on something new, or just discovering something that had been previously elusive. But in the Knight of Pentacles, whatever our situation is, we're taking a practical step, practical approach at things, because this is how things last. The Knight of Pentacles is an energy of, this is what I want, this is what I'm working on, this is where I'm headed, and I'm taking things one day at a time because I want it to last. So this can be something where you're taking some practical steps, or you do have something that you're working towards that does have a long-lasting effect in a positive way. But with the Two of Swords here, there's a need for balance in your life as well. But this can also be where you may be weighing up the pros and cons, right? Imagine the Knight of Pentacles. Maybe you have a new job offer. You have a new investment opportunity that comes around. And now you're sitting here going in the Two of Swords energy. Well, is this the right choice for me? Is this going to be good for me? Is this not going to be good for me? Where can this take me? So you might really just be needing to turn inwards a little bit so that you can kind of connect with your energy and connect with your intuition. If it feels right, go for it. If something feels a little bit off, trust your intuition, right? But this is that energy where you don't necessarily need external influences to make the right choices for you, whatever that happens to look like. Because some of you with this Knight of Pentacles, you could be making progress, moving towards something, but some of you could be moving away from something here. But the choice feels like is yours, and which direction are you going to go? And this is where you get a little bit of clarity and insight. The blessings headed your way. We've got the Two of Wands. You've made a decision. You've made a choice. Your world is your oyster. You're looking at the future. You're looking at your week ahead, or you're looking at your year ahead, and you are filled with infinite possibilities there with that Two of Wands. This is being open to open to opportunities, open to possibilities, new beginnings, making change, right? It's this one where you have released the blocks and obstacles that you have been facing, and it's free sailing, clear sailing ahead. So this Two of Wands in your blessings position can bring you about something really positive. And this can just be where you feel like you've cleared the cobwebs off, right? You've cleared away some confusion, because the Two of Swords can bring about some confusion, and the Two of Wands, I'm not confused anymore. So this can be a really great energy coming in here for you. And of course, we've got some clarity and some decision making that comes in with that Queen of Swords. So this can be where you're not 100% confused over something. It might be like a passing moment, because internally you already know the answer. But the Two of Wands is an excellent energy here for making plans for your week, for the future. It can also be a reminder here in this energy that if you plan your week out, okay, you'll probably get something achieved this week, okay? But be open to change as well, because sometimes the best laid plans don't always work out the way that we want them to. We have the Knight of Swords here as your advice from Spirit. Make a decision, take some action. The Knight of Swords can be a message from Spirit to expect some sort of information, some sort of invitation, something coming in for you here, some sort of message, clarity, communication, insight, whatever that happens to be. Knight of Swords, very connected with your mind, but also connected with your voice. So whether you are getting clear on something, you're making some decisions, you might be letting something go, because the Knights, yes, they can move towards something, they can bring something to you, but they can also help you break away from something here as well. So in this energy, it's important for you to not act rashly, okay? Because sometimes, yes, the Knight of Swords quite often is a messenger, quite often does bring us some sort of information, bring something to us, but it can also be one where we are feeling like we need to take action. We need swift action, usually with the Knight of Swords, but it is one where sometimes we can act a little bit rashly. right? Not think something through. And we do have a Knight of Pentacles here, which is the complete opposite of that. Fast, fast, fast with the Knight of Swords, painfully turtle-like slowness with the Knight of Pentacles. So this can be, your advice from Spirit here saying, take your time this week. All right. Especially with the astrology that we've got going on, it's going to be important for you to do that. Make sure that you have your facts. Make sure that you've looked at all different angles, right? Make sure that you are trusting your intuition, right? Make sure you are seeing things crystal clearly, right? We don't always know what the future holds. We don't always know what the outcome of something is going to be, but we can make our best decisions in the moment, in the here and the now. But sometimes we need to recognize that we might need to pull back just a little bit so we can see the big picture, right? Two of Wands, big picture. So we can see the big picture, we can see the possibilities of things, and then we act. So try not to be too impulsive or act rashly this week, all right? Also be just very aware of communication, because we can have some communication that might go a little bit sideways this week as well. But with the Knight of Swords, yes, hop to it, step lively. Spirit says now is not the time to not take any action or initiative. If you know what you want, you know what you got to do, you know what you want to clear out, you're being asked here to take those steps that you need to. And with that 9 of Wands showing up there could be something that's been weighing you down, that's been causing you a little bit of grief or heartache here. And this can be where you really do kind of need to recognize what that looks like for you and move away from that, right? Detach from that. We've got the sword energy coming in here strong for you, and this can help you to do that, to cleanse and purge. And of course, full moons bring about that extra influence of that. So let's get a final message out here for you. We've got the Gaia Oracle here for you guys, and this is for guidance, affirmations, transformations, things like that. I love this deck. It's a wonderful deck. So let's see what we have for you. We have lost love. We've got surrender, healing, and release. And what do you know? We've got a full moon on that deck. So this can be something where, yes, you may be going within a little bit. You may be recognizing something that you need to work through. You may recognize something that's been holding you back. And this is your opportunity to do some cleansing and some healing and some purging so that you can move forward in a much lighter and brighter way, and maybe even with a little bit more confidence. For some of you with the full moon energies, but the eclipse energies as well, we do sometimes get people coming back into our lives. This can be old friends, it can be old business colleagues, and yes, it can be old romantic loves. And with this energy here, if you are in that situation where you may have someone that kind of calls you up out of the blue, or you bump into, right? Remember, we got fated events coming in here with the moon. This could be an opportunity for you, if you are so inclined, possibly to rekindle and reconnect. However, most likely to recognize that, there's no more energy attached to this. And you finally close a chapter, close a door, right? Because when we don't have an emotional response to somebody, we can have an initial surprise, like, oh my, right? But if you don't have like an emotional response, then you're healed. And so this can give you like a little bit of an epiphany moment. It can give you that little bit of clarity that you need and that closing chapter. And you're like, oh my goodness, I'm free of that energy. I didn't recognize how far I've come. And that's part of the flavor that this eclipse can bring in. But yes, some of you could have a second chance at something here as well. But there is this big healing energy, work with water. I would maybe not do any like manifestation or anything at an eclipse. It's too chaotic. Even as we go into April with the solar eclipse, my thing is really going to be, I probably wouldn't do manifestations at this time. Just go with the flow. Just, things have already been set in motion. So focus on those things. It's just that it's unpredictable energy and we want to work with it the best we can. So connecting with water in any way, shape, or form is going to be very important. For a lot of us, it's cleansing, it's healing, and it's also highly spiritual. I'm going to leave all that there for you guys. I hope there was something here for you. If so, please do hit that like button there. Subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and we're going to move on now to deck number 2. Hello to everyone who chose deck number 2. Let's have a look and see what messages are coming out for you guys. We're going to start out with some Moonology messages for you, considering we're starting out with the eclipse energy. So let's see what is coming out for you guys. We have Out of Bounds Moon, and this is a focus on boundaries. Now, Libra and energy does bring about balance and harmony within relationships of all kinds. The balance within, the balance between work and home, the balance between, this is your responsibilities, this is my responsibilities, right? The balance within friendships. Are you in a give-take a relationship that is, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, or is it one-sided, right? Maybe you're in a friendship with someone who always just seems to take, and they don't give back anything in return. So you might be examining all of those things. But this is a message about boundaries, about recognizing where we need to put up boundaries, or even standing our ground with the boundaries that we've already put up. We all know we need to put boundaries up somewhere, right? We all know that we should be enforcing some boundaries so people don't take advantage of us, but sometimes it's easier said than done. Sometimes we want to avoid conflict. Because, of course, when we enforce boundaries, sometimes people get their noses out of joint, right? Those are the people who are usually taking advantage of your good nature. But sometimes, it is easier said than done. So this is a need to focus on some boundaries, reinstate some, or put some into place. But also recognize the boundaries that you need to embrace or put up with self as well. Boundaries aren't always about other people. Sometimes they are about you finding the balance, putting up your own boundaries. Are you trying to lose weight? Maybe you need to, put down some practical steps to doing that and some guidelines that you need to follow, right? Your own personal boundaries. Whatever it has to be, if you want to embrace more spiritual practice, right? Where do you need to maybe put down your phone, right? Get off the electronics so that you can engage in your spiritual side with your spiritual practice instead. So the boundaries aren't always external. Sometimes they are internal there as well. And we have first card coming out for you. We've got the Moon card, front and center, bing, bang. So this is big energy for you. Got the High Priestess. Hey, there's some more spiritual practice in there for you guys. And we have the Page of Buttons coming out here as well. And that is our wonderful Page of Pentacles. So in the Moon energy, this moon is going to be very impactful for you. The back of the deck, we've got the Judgment card. Okay, now the Judgment card about release and letting go. This can be about a big spiritual awakening for you guys this week. All right, the moon, highly intuitive, highly spiritual, Pisces energy, very emotional, very creative. The High Priestess, very connected with the moon, very connected with your intuition and also your inner wisdom. And then we've got the Judgment card here as well, which can bring you a little bit of an epiphany moment, a spiritual awakening. This can also represent a final decision on something. We do get the Judgment card when we do need to recognize something that has been tucked away, compartmentalized away, something that has been hidden, or something that we haven't addressed or dealt with. This is where things come to the surface, and this is where we say, okay, this is what I've been hiding, or this is some feelings that I haven't been talking about, or this is something that has been, pushed to the side, right? So when we have the moon, which can represent things that are hidden, things that are in shadow, the Judgment card, things that are in the darkness, things come to light at this full moon. The eclipse can bring about a little bit of a surprise your way. So there could be something that's been hiding, lurking in the shadows, and this is where something comes in. There could be a secret that comes to light. There could be a person that shows up out of the blue. But with the Judgment card, something is coming to light for you there, whether it's a person, a situation, feeling, something from your past, something from your present. But this is where you need to make a decision. Number one, am I seeing things clearly? The Judgment card can bring about clarity. The moon shows that there might be something that's not quite what it seems, or something that's hidden in shadow. So we need to examine it. We need to figure out the truth of the matter with something here. That both of them can bring about surprises, but then we need to make a decision. Do I deal with this? Do I cut it loose? Do I let it go? Do I shed whatever this burden is, whatever this hurt, this pain, this trauma, this feelings, these emotions, right? The past, perhaps. Do I let it go? Can I heal a situation? Because sometimes the Judgment card calls for forgiveness, especially in relationships. And when we get the Moon, when we get the Judgment card, we're talking about relationships, that Libra energy. Sometimes we need to recognize that, okay, let's get this out in the open. Let's talk about this. Let's deal with this once and for all. Let's clear the air. And then we need to release it. We need to let it go. We need to have a fresh start, a clean slate, and we need to move forward. There's no point dredging up the same things over and over and over again. And when we truly do deal with something, then this gives us a lot more opportunity to let things go, gain the wisdom from the experience, and move forward with a fresh start, a clean slate. So some of you could possibly be starting something over. You could be finding forgiveness and healing in your heart, empowering yourself to let something go. It may be that you continue on your life's journey here with a person, with a partner of some kind, a friend, a business associate, a romantic partner, or maybe something within yourself, right? So whatever it is, it's like this release of a burden that's in here for you. Sometimes we can get a second chance when both the Moon card and the Judgment card comes up. The High Priestess, whenever the High Priestess comes up, yes, it is a reminder to trust your intuition, to connect with the Moon, to trust your inner judgment, because ultimately the High Priestess says if you have a decision to make, you have all of the wisdom, knowledge, and experience that you need from this lifetime and past lifetimes to make the right decision, to make the right choice for yourself in the here, in the now, that allows you to move forward in a way that you are happy with. So you don't need to look external for anything. The answers are already lying within. And there's a mystery with this energy. The High Priestess, keeper of secrets and mysteries. The Moon can sometimes be something hidden or something secret. And the Judgment card can have something that comes out of the shadow, out of the darkness. Something that is hidden is revealed. So hold on to your hats a little bit here, folks, because this may not necessarily happen right in the beginning of your week because you've got big energies, can play out for a little bit unless it's already been playing out for you. But there could be something that you need to deal with to move forward, but there could also be a surprise. The Moon does quite often give us a reminder to always, number one, trust our instincts, of course, but also recognize that there may be moments in time where something may not necessarily be what it seems. Because we have Mercury in shadow right now, preparing to go retrograde, okay, this can be where something may not see or feel quite right. It requires further investigation. It doesn't mean it's anything bad, but it could be something hidden that may be missed, but it's important for you to see it. It can be if you're dealing with any like contracts or anything like that, right? If you're dealing with any legal situations, Libra energy. And this can be where it's a reminder for you to look at the fine print that is super boring and that no one likes to read. You usually have to bring out a magnifying glass, but there's something important maybe lurking in there that you need to be aware of. And it may be so that you can strike out that clause. So it's like, whoa, how did that sneak in there? It may be just that you need to be aware of something that's written in there for the future, right? So this is where we do need to kind of maybe investigate something a little bit, but trust your instincts. If your spidey senses start telling you there's something a little bit off, then there might be. Right? So your workplace, your day-to-day boring, Monday to Friday job, right? Maybe you do have some paperwork that you're dealing with. You could be putting in applications for something, right? Legal documents of something, loan applications, passport documents, things like that. Just make sure that you double and triple check all of the information and double and triple check all of the questions or fields that you need to fill in. And make sure that everything is right. Even maybe ask someone to help you in that energy, just because it could be easy to miss something. We don't want to miss anything. We want everything to be on the up and up. But I do feel like there's a little bit of a mystery unfolding here. Some of you very much a spiritual awakening of some kind, an epiphany moment of some sort. So again, this may not come in on the day of the moon. It could be like before, after, or certainly over the next couple of weeks, something could unfold for you. But we've got the Page of Pentacles here for you guys as well. So as your week progresses, tickety-boo, the Page of Pentacles, or the Page of Buttons, which is the Page of Pentacles, can bring you something. With the High Priestess and the Moon, it could be something unexpected. So this can be information, an opportunity, an invitation. Maybe it's some money. Maybe it's a job. Whatever it happens to be, this can be very much linked to something that you have manifested in your life. And of course, full moons can bring about a harvest for us. They can bring about something that we have been working on, working towards, or something that we have attracted into our life. And the Page of Buttons can bring you that. But the Page of Buttons can also have you spending a little bit of money as well. So this can be where maybe you have been secretly squirreling some money away, saving up for something, and now you're like, you know what? Now is the time. I've been waiting for this to go on sale, and you discover that something goes on sale, and you excitedly feed your inner child, and you buy the thing that you wanted to buy, or you upgrade the thing that you wanted to upgrade. Considering we do have Mercury energy going on, this can have to do with your technology, with your phone, your computer perhaps, right? So something unexpected could happen with some technology, and then you got to upgrade or buy something new or get it fixed, right? But this can actually benefit you in this energy because now you got a new gadget, right? It's like, well, I didn't know if I really wanted to spend the money, but I'm kind of happy that I finally upgraded, right? So this Page of Buttons can have something coming in, can also have something going out, but it is in the upright, so it's a positive thing for you, all right? But if you are looking for a new job, if you're digging deep for some information, these things could come about for you as well. This can be where you start a new adventure, a new endeavor, and it can be something quite exciting for you. We have the Magician as the blessings that are here for you this week. So this is a wonderful energy. You guys got some really good and really interesting cards, I gotta say. The Magician is a good card in the upright anyway, typically, but in your blessings position, it's got that extra oomph about it. The Magician, you are the Magician. So you could really have something manifesting in your life right now. Whether it's something that has been blocking you and you get an opportunity to release it, and maybe you hadn't recognized it or seen it before. This can be something new coming into your life. This can be something where it's something unexpected but beneficial for you. So the Magician, this brings you in, this can certainly bring you in something that you've attracted. But the Magician is also speaking to your skill, your focus, your creativity, your ability to make change, follow a new path, do new things, be at the right place at the right time, perhaps. And this is where you really do use your energy, your skill, your ability to make something happen. And so this is really positive for you. You could be discovering some resources that you need here in this energy as well. The Magician is very resourceful, right? Always finds the resources necessary to get things done or to get things started, to wrap things up perhaps. So it's a great energy that's in there for you. The Magician, you could also, with the Magician with the Page of Buttons in there, you could also possibly be connecting with somebody who can help you make something happen. And it's like right place, right time. We have the Lover's card here as your advice from Spirit. How serendipitous in this energy. Lover's card certainly does speak to relationships, partnerships of all kinds. Choose wisely. The choice is always yours. Whatever your situation that you happen to be in, whether it's your relationship with Spirit, your relationship with self, your relationship with friends or family or your children, Page of Buttons, your relationship with people or situations from your past, from your present, or ones that you're attracting in with the Magician in the future, whatever it happens to be, Spirit wants to remind you that you always have free will and you always have a choice. Sometimes we don't always recognize that in the moment. Sometimes the choices that we need to make are heart-wrenching, but the choice is always there. The Lover's card also is Spirit maybe giving you a heads up that there could be a higher level of commitment for some of you coming in here with this Libran energy with the eclipse. This can be where relationships solidify, they get stronger, and they progress. This can also be where new relationships start as well. Matters of the heart, there could be some emotions that really do come to play this weekend. So listen to your heart, listen to your intuition in everything that you do. Focus on relationships, focus on your partnerships. If there's something that can be resolved, fixed, healed, forgiven, you might be called to do that. If there's something where you need to let go, you need that closure, then this is also where you can get that as well. Communication very much is the key. Keep the lines of communication open. Whatever your situation happens to be, your lines of communication with your spiritual self, because remember, we got that going on here too. Lines of communication with people in your life, past or present, maybe even the future, have a little daydream there. Whatever it is, keep the lines of communication open, because communication, honesty, and truth are quite often the key to resolving things and to moving forward and making some progress. So the Lover's card, very important to focus on balance, harmony, partnerships, relationships of all kinds, but also listen to your heart. All right. So let's get you, excuse me, I am so sorry. My voice is getting a little bit worse as I go along. So I was hoping to do a few more readings today, but I don't think that's going to happen. So anyway, I do apologize. I must sound absolutely awful. We're going to get you a couple of blessings cards to round out your reading for you here today and see what other messages are coming through. There you go. And we have Blessing Without Borders. In essence, we are living energy flowing through the ocean of human consciousness, spiritual beings moving through cycles of life, birth, death, and rebirth. We are all interconnected and in communion with each other, no matter how much physical space appears to separate us. Feel the blessed presence of someone you love this moment in your heart. There you go. Connect with your heart energy. And your final message, another blessing for you. The blessing of endless possibility. We love that. Allow your inner child to be the master for a while and don't take things too seriously. Have fun and explore the world of endless possibility. Something wonderful is created through imagination and innocence. So there's your Page of Buttons energy coming out right there. Those are your messages. I'm going to leave all those there. I hope there was something here for you. If so, please like, share, subscribe. I hope you guys have a wonderful eclipse. Remember, connect with water, ground and protect your energy all week. Stay in your own lane. Don't get engaged in someone else's drama if there's things going on externally, right? Just take that little step back and you do you this week, okay? I thank you guys for watching. We're going to move on now to deck number 3. Hello, everyone who chose deck number 3. We have the Sufi tarot out here for you, but we're going to start out with a Moonology message for you guys since we are starting out with this lunar eclipse. Big energy for you guys. If you haven't already checked out your lunar eclipse readings, make sure you do that. I will put the links to the readings down below. We have Moonbeam's energy with focus. All right. So as we got a nice full moon on this particular card, but as we said a little bit earlier, stay in your own lane, focus on you, focus on what you want to achieve this week. What do you want to change? What do you want to cleanse? What are you wrapping up? What do you want to start new? Okay. This is an opportunity to focus. You might need to really make a conscious effort to focus a little bit more this week as well. There can be a lot of distractions going on around you. We do have some unpredictability that's coming in, but we do also have some possibilities that are opening up for you as well. So make sure that you maintain a little bit of focus, and you might need to concentrate a little bit on that, right? So you might need to do a little bit of meditation, can help you focus a little bit more, right? Because you quiet your conscious mind, especially if you've got all these ideas or all these things going on in your head and you're like, okay, let's back it up, Jack. We need to just focus on the one main thing. So you might want to write yourself a list, or, maybe if you engage in some meditation, this is where you can quiet your mind enough that you can be like, okay, get rid of all of the noise out of the background and let's just look at what we need to focus on. We have the Alchemist, and there's your focus right then and there. That is the Magician energy. Now, some of you may also have chosen deck number 2 because they also did get the Magician out. So there could be something linking you there. Same with this one. We have Ashikwan coming in here, and this is the Lover's card. So also deck number 2 had both the Magician and the Lover's card both come out. We've got Dervish coming in here for you as well, and this would be the Hermit card. Look at all of that big energy coming in here for you guys. So focus on what you want to heal, what you want to fix. Focus on your relationships, right? What do you want to do to nurture your relationships? Can you fix something? Can you heal something? Do you need to spend some time with the person that you love? Have you maybe not been spending a lot of time with a friend? This can be a week where you focus on making plans with that friend that you haven't seen for a while because maybe you miss them, right? So this can be where, you do focus on relationships, matters of the heart. We have Malika of Coins at the back of the deck here for you, and this is the Queen of Pentacles energy. So this is about nurturing friendships, nurturing your home, nurturing your family, and nurturing yourself. This energy also does bring in one of abundance, prosperity, success, having all of your needs met, and also brings in a little bit of patience. So for some of you here, you could actually be having something going on this week where your patience is paying off. Your focus, your attention to detail, and your creativity is where something pays off for you this week as well. You may be looking at starting on a new journey, and you could also have a little bit of an awakening here this week as well, because we do have Dervish coming in there, and that is Virgo energy. That is the Hermit card, right? So this can be a very spiritual energy where you're doing some soul searching, you're going within, you're connecting with your heart, your mind, your body, your soul, your higher self, all of your chakras. This also does bring in a healing element as well. So you could have some really very positive things going on this week with this energy. But yes, we do start out with the Alchemist here, and this is the Magician. So while I would typically say, around an eclipse, eclipse energy is faded. It's very unpredictable. Anything goes. We can have surprises. We can also have a little bit of chaos come in with eclipse energy. And so I would typically say I probably wouldn't engage in manifestation practices at this time because it could be that we get what we want, but it could be short-lived. However, when we do get the Alchemist coming in at the full moon, this can be a culmination of events. This can be something manifesting in your world that you have been waiting for, Malika of Coins, very patiently. Something where you have been nurturing your goals and dreams, and this is where you're seeing things come together. And it may be a bit of a surprise because remember with the Lover's energy there coming in, which is Gemini energy. So Gemini energy is about people. It's about communication, conversations, open-hearted communication and conversations here. So this can be where if you felt as though you've been nurturing a relationship for a long time, this can be where something magical happens, something that you wanted to happen, something that you've created out of this relationship. So maybe you've been just dating for a while and all of a sudden someone pops the question, or maybe you decide to move in together, right? And this can be something that you have really wanted. This can be where if you've been single for a long time, right? The Dervish energy there, the Virgo energy, that is very solitary in its energies. We got solitary individual energy, and then we've got couple energy possibly here. So this can be where Spirit is saying, hey, don't lose your focus. Don't give up hope, because there's things aligning for you if you're single where the universe is aligning people, places, situations, and events to bring you a soulmate, to bring you love in your life. It could be a Gemini person, it could be a Virgo person, or it could just be somebody who you have manifested here for yourself, right? So if you've been single, this can be where you are required to focus, take action, and open those doors, okay, to let love in, all right? And that is a big theme for some of our singles out here. Some of you could be repairing relationships. And again, setting some stage for some healing within a relationship here as well. With the alchemist energy, the magician, this brings in a focus. This brings in a reminder that wherever you put your energy and efforts, this is what will blossom and manifest and materialize in your life. This is what expands and grows. Always a reminder there to focus, okay, or to engage with the energy that we want to blossom. Sometimes we go off the rails a little bit, and this is an opportunity to get ourselves back on track. But with the Lovers card there, yep, you could be finding balance and harmony within relationships. You could have something that goes to the next level. We can meet new people in this. And it doesn't have to be love and romance either. It can be business partnerships, friendships, family ships, all these kind of things. It's about people coming into alignment with each other. But this also may require a choice. We always have a choice. It doesn't always feel like we have a choice, but we do. Matters of the heart, right? It's your heart. What does your heart want? What does your intuition tell you? If you're not sure, go within, right? The Hermit energy, go within. Do a little bit of soul searching and reflection. Do a little bit of introspection there. Quiet your conscious mind and connect with your feelings. You know the answer already, right? Whatever that happens to be for you. But this can be a connection with your higher self as well. And this can be where you're being called to find a little bit more balance in your life, to engage in spiritual practice. You're being called to the light. Okay, we've got light shining there. We've got light shining there. Okay, and this is where you are being called to the light, to recognize your true self, to open yourself up to spirit, and to see a different kind of reality, a different kind of future opening up for you. Very interesting energy, a lot of big energy coming in there for you guys. All right. But the Hermit does bring about solitary energy. It can also represent that you're open up to learning something. And yes, you might have an important choice to make, or you might need to find more balance in your life. So we go within to figure out what that answer is, or recognize how to do something. But when I feel that if you seek, ye shall find. Okay, this week, if you're looking for answers, if you're looking for results, if you're looking for a way forward, if there's a burning question, I feel that by connecting with yourself, by quieting your conscious mind, I feel that you're going to find what it is that you're looking for. Also, if you're looking for anything externally, right, again, focus on what it is that you need to move forward or to get something off the ground, and you will find it, right? The Magician energy, very, very resourceful. We have the Nine of Staffs here, and this is the Nine of Wands energy, and this is the blessing headed your way. Interesting because deck number 1 had this particular card, so if you're drawn to that one, there might be a message over there for you guys as well. But the Nine of Staffs in your blessing position is a relief. It's a healing energy, thank goodness, because quite often this energy comes in as the wounded warrior, where you're tired and you're drained and you're feeling worn out, but you're getting things done. You keep moving forward day by day. It's just that you might be feeling done with something, or you might need to take some time out for yourself. It's a very tired energy, right? So in your blessings position, especially with the Hermit there, this can be about you making a decision to take some time off. This can be about you making a decision to possibly travel, right? The Hermit is connected with the 9th astrological house, Virgo energy there, and this can represent there where sorry, not Virgo energy, but is the 9th house. This can represent where you are looking to expand your horizons a little bit. But I will have to apologize because I keep calling this the 9th house because I'm looking at the 9, and it's actually not. It's related to Virgo energy, the 6th house. Anyways, I'm sick. Anyways, I'm doing my best. Anyways, but it does bring about this healing element, right? It does bring about peace of mind, inner peace, outer peace here. So where things have been challenging, things have been rough, things have been draining, right? This is where you can turn things around in this energy. So there is this big healing energy here, but there's also a sense of completion. And remember, this energy is in your blessings position, the blessing of getting things done, the blessing of wrapping things up, seeing things through to completion, or of putting up some boundaries and protecting yourself, your energy, maybe even taking a little bit of time out. We have Quat energy here for you, and this is the Strength card. Leo energy here for you guys. So this is your advice from Spirit. Remember, wherever you are in your life, whatever decisions you need to make, whatever choices, right, Lover's card, that you need to make, remember that you have a lot of inner strength. You have more inner strength than you give yourself credit for sometimes. You have unlimited potential. So unlimited possibilities for change, for healing, for new beginnings, whatever it looks like to you. Remember about your inner strength. The Strength card also does really speak to your infinite potential, your ability to be flexible and adaptable in situations and your surroundings. So part of your key to success or moving forward could be go with the flow, right? Important with the moon energy. Go with the flow. Don't get carried away with things. Take things one day at a time. Take that little step back. Focus on healing. Focus on your journey, right? And don't get caught up in other people's stuff. All right. But also be kind to yourself, be kind to others, because we do have some fated events that may go on in your life. And again, when we have the Lover's card there, it could go either way, because we do have healing here as well, right? So it can be a situation where you move forward, where your bonds become stronger. But again, they can also break apart at this energy, right? Whether it's romance, business, friends, things like that, whatever your situation is, handle the situation with care, with love, with compassion, with kindness, and then you will have no regrets moving forward, no matter what your situation is. Okay, engage in your heart space. Very encouraged to engage with your heart at this time. So, excuse me, I am so sorry. You are my last reading. I don't feel super bad. It's just my voice is just kind of a little bit raspy. So I do apologize. I must sound absolutely awful, but I'm committed to getting your readings out. So get one last card out here for you guys, and we have peace. Look at that. Dissolving unwanted or disturbing thoughts. This is beautiful energy. We do have peace coming in here. We've got this Virgo energy, the Hermit energy coming in, which can bring you peace of mind, peace to your heart, inner peace, outer peace. When we embrace the energy of peace, we can have a peaceful resolution. We can have a kind, open-hearted conversation. We can find forgiveness, and this brings us peace. So embrace the energy of peace, whether it's inwardly, outwardly, with people, maybe just with situations. Maybe you're just be like, you know what? There's something that's going to happen in my world. I'm in the flow. I'm at peace with it. I'm ready for change. I'm ready for new. I'm ready to see what the universe has in it under its sleeve, right? So it's this wonderful, grounded, peaceful kind of approach at things where we don't resist the things that are going on. It doesn't mean we don't take action. It doesn't mean that we, just curl up in a fetal position in a pile of goo and just allow things to go on. It's one where we are in the flow of things in a positive way. It's also a reminder, especially in the Libran energy, that we have choose peace, not war, right? Way back to the 60s, right? The love machine back there, right? There's externally, there's a lot of trouble and strife around in the world right now. We always think that we live in the worst times, and the truth is the world always has some sort of chaos in it, right? Regardless of what era we happen to live in. But if we all choose peace rather than war, choose discussion and conversation rather than, physical action, right? The world would be a better place. And the thing is, you can make the change in your area, in your world. It has a ripple effect. What you do affects others. The magician energy, remember, what you put out there has the ripple effect, also flows back to you. So peace, love, joy, compromise, all of these things really do help not just your immediate surroundings, but it has that ripple effect outwards. So kind of a big message there for some of you. But I'm going to leave that there. I do thank you for watching. I do thank you for putting up with me stumbling around the freaking hermit card. Anyways, I don't know where my brain's at with that one. But anyway, but I do feel there is some learning element that is coming in here. So I do apologize for that. But anyways, it is what it is. So I thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.